Tiger TV.
Welcome back to episode 9 of Tiger TV. My name is Addison Wyman.
And my name is Rachel Bear.
So I'm going to come right out and say it. This episode's theme is dates.
Addison.
Historical, Rachel. Like we're going to go on any dates anytime soon.
I mean, Valentine's Day was on my mind, so. Plus, I have another idea for this episode.
Okay.
I want to burn people. Bad.
Let us distract ourselves from that bit.
I mean, burning is a way to cheer people up, especially if you're sick, like I am right now.
Okay, birthdays and shoutouts, take the wheel.
Hi, and welcome back to episode 9 of Birthdays and Shoutouts. Due to unfortunate events, Hannah will not be able to join us today, so we have a surprise guest from the magical Fine Arts. Morgan, how do you like being on Fine Arts?
It is really fun being able to interact with other people like Mrs. Boynes and other amazing students.
Birthdays from the past few weeks are
Levi Lane and Shayla Augustine Sebastian on Tuesday, February 16th, Isabel Young on Wednesday, February 17th, Emily Schmidt on Thursday, February 18th, Gage Cornelius on Friday, February 19th, Isaac Steele and Cameron Vanderhyde on Sunday, February 21st, Micah Eidemann on Monday, February 22nd,
Jermone Hollingsworth and Jolene Hollingsworth on Tuesday, February 23rd, David Edmonds and Brendan Quillen on Wednesday, February 24th, Oliver Hansen and Shelby Brennan on Thursday, February 25th, Mark Lear on Friday, February 26th, Ethan Brazzi on Sunday, February 28th, Alexander Lordson on February 29th. For this week's birthdays, we have Kendry Skunov and Grace Hughes on Monday, March 1st, Michael Studer and Esbidi Sanchez on Tuesday, March 2nd, Madison Stephen, Trayton Logan, and Mark Mailer on Wednesday, March 3rd, Alana Rosacker and Christian Garcia Mendez on Thursday, March 4th, Armando Munez Thompson and Alexandria Palmer on Friday, March 5th, and lastly, Evan Versteeg and Cohen Roth on Saturday, March 6th. Now here's JC with some shout-outs.
Thanks, Brennan Morgan. Our first shout-out we have is to Samantha Richardson. She's getting shouted out because people admire her because she can tie her shoes with a broken shoulder. She is also kind and opens the door. Our second shout-out we have is to Rihanna for doing things without being asked, like when she cleaned up the bathroom. Our third shout-out we have is to Cayman. He's getting shouted out because he is a good friend to everyone. Our fourth shout-out we have is to Mrs. Glover. She has a positive attitude and is always having a smile on her face. She's so caring and we love that. Keep up the good work, Mrs. Glover. Our fifth shout-out we have is for Reed. He's getting shouted out for being on task in his classes. Our sixth shout-out we have is to Mr. Reardon. He's an amazing encourager and is great at helping people. If you would like to give a classmate or teacher a shout-out, please remember to fill out the form in your pod and put it in the shout-out box.
Now, Morgan will be saying our quote of the week.
Don't allow your past or present condition to control you. It's just a process that you're going through to get you to the next level.
Out of all the segments, the lunch menu is probably the most watched.
I mean, it's always the same format. What is there to watch? I think that birthdays and shoutouts is by far the most watched.
Well, no one ever knows what the lunch is. Plus, the only people who actually watch birthdays and shoutouts are those who want to feel special.
I guess students tend to talk through the announcements, but they also tend to lose focus by the second segment.
Also, everyone who watches the lunch menu is just there hoping that the host will actually make a funny joke for once.
This week's lunch, as always, looks delicious. Kind of. Well, lucky for you, strange sound effect, that's what we're having, along with some french fries and peaches, and a side of pickle ketchup, and lastly, Booster. Tuesday, orange chicken, yay! Not really. Along with the orange chicken, a side of rice, peas, and carrots. Not really a good mixture, but lastly, we have pineapple and a fortune cookie. Wednesday, pizza pasta bake, enthusiasm. and a bready breadstick. Just kidding, it's a cheesy breadstick. Also, some Romanian lettuce and ranch. Lastly, some sauce, somehow made into apples. Thursday, with tender pork and what is it, the loin? Well, it's a tender piece of pork with some loin. Also, some baked beans and pickles. Fun fact, I know someone whose closet smells like pickles. Lastly, some mixed fruit. Fantastic Friday, popping shrimps, and a roll. This Friday's getting weird. A side of baby carrots go along with the popping shrimp. The popping shrimp has a sidekick with them, and some cocktail sauce. This week's lunch was pretty good. I hope you enjoyed it as well, and stay hungry.
Okay, the shortest 6th grader in the entire grade is done talking, so now to transition to sports.
Rachel, I have always wondered, what is your fascination with hockey?
It's fun to play, fun to watch.
Yes, but you live in Iowa. Why on earth do you want to spend more time in the cold than you already have to?
Well, you make a good point, but actually lately it's been warmer inside the rink than outside, so...
Let's learn about some actual sports.
What?
Hi, I'm Colby,
And I'm Robbie.
and we welcome you back to TigerTV Sports.
We have a special interview today with 7th grade social studies teacher, Mr. Schilling.
Let's head there now.
Hi, Mr. Schilling.
Hello, how are you?
Good. So what sports have you played?
I have played a lot of things in my past. When I was in middle school, 7th and 8th grade, I ran track. Then my sophomore, junior, and senior year of high school, I played football. My junior and senior year of high school, I was in archery. Then I played ultimate frisbee in college, and throughout a lot of that time in martial arts.
Good. So what is your favorite sport out of all of those?
That is tough, but if I had to pick one favorite, it has to be ultimate frisbee.
So I understand that you coach 8th grade football.
Yes,
How long
sir.
have you been doing that?
This was my third year coaching football, and hopefully a lot more to come.
Any sports recommendations for SMS?
There is one big one. Try everything. If you have middle school is the perfect time to try different sports. It doesn't matter if you think you're good at it or bad at it. It's the time to see what you like, especially moving into high school. So, like I said, just try everything you think sounds fun.
Sounds great. Thanks for letting me interview you.
Thank you.
Now, after that amazing interview, we have an amazing word of the week,
I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that didn't work.
said by Thomas Edison.
Thanks for tuning in to TigerTV Sports. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, boys.
Have you ever thought about the fact that only boys are the hosts of sports and only girls are the hosts of fine arts?
Nice. We're setting a great example. We totally could not have a girl in the sports segment.
Or a boy in fine arts, Braxton.
Should we start a campaign?
Wait, we're both girls. What does that mean?
We're awesome.
Welcome back to Tiger TV Fine Arts. Today we are doing a one-take challenge. We weren't allowed to see this script before now, so we don't really know what we're doing.
And we also can't cut things, so from now on we can only film in one take. Get ready for a lot of mistakes.
Well, I hope I get this right.
Just because our scriptwriters hate us, we'll say a few tongue twisters to start out. I'll go first. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck wood as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as woodchuck would. If a woodchuck could chuck wood.
She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. And if she sells seashells on the seashore, then I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Enough with this crazy tongue twisters. Let's talk about fine arts. Last Tuesday on February 23rd, the 6th graders had their solo festival. It wasn't actually a competition, just practice. But they'll have to they'll have a chance to compete next year in their 7th and 8th grade festival solo and ensemble.
And on Thursday, our middle school jazz band played at our jazz concert. The high school jazz band and jazz choir also performed. Unlike most of our performances, this one was viewed live instead of just recorded. The middle school band played the songs All of Me, Bubbert's Groove, Alligator Alley, and Sing Sing Sing. Congratulations for a great performance.
We know that not all of our Tiger TV viewers play instruments. Almost everyone has instruments they like. That's why we're inviting you to give us input on your favorite instruments via the Google form we sent to you all and via email. We'll tell you how each instrument ranked on Fine Arts next week. See you later, Tigers.
Have you ever thought about the definition of fine arts?
What do you mean?
Well, what does the adjective fine really say about the arts programs?
There's so many definitions of fine. Fine, fine, fine.
Let's cue the fine segment of SMS Spotlight so that they can ruin this moment.
Or save us from it.
Hey, I haven't been here in a while.
Yeah, you haven't, but whatever. So what is happening in 6th grade?
In social studies, we're working on a wee video that's going to be entered in the World of 7 Billion contest. It's all about people's awareness of the world's environmental problems. So what's happening in 7th grade?
Nothing much, but we are getting a new unit in science soon.
What's the unit?
Something about gravity and other stuff I don't remember.
Cool, but do you know what's happening in 8th grade?
Actually, I do. In science, they're working on light and sound waves. In social studies, they're learning about the Revolutionary War.
Oh, yeah, and in language arts, they have a tolerance unit, meaning they're learning about the Holocaust and World War II. In math, they're learning about functions.
Well, that's all we have this week.
Thanks for watching SMS Spotlight.
Thanks, Spotlight. You really enlightened us on the most boring events of Spencer Middle School.
For the parents, Rachel. It's all for the parents.
Now for a segment that we literally never know what they're doing.
I mean, it's a surprise, but it is a little hard to script for you guys.
What a surprise.
I mean, you guys symbolize Netflix.
What?
On Netflix, you have tons of choices, but you can never pick the right one. You guys have so many choices to choose from, but you never pick the interesting one.
It's very true. Welcome back to another episode of Tiger Soup.
Hey Maggie, did you know that 70,000 plant species are utilized for medicine?
Wow, that's a lot. Plants are very helpful.
Yes, they are.
Here's a fact for you, Mallory. Did you know that 90% of the foods humans eat come from just 30 plants?
Whoa, that's cool.
Yes, it is. Mallory, do you know what we are doing today?
Today we are making a hanging planter. You can see what it is going to look like above us. All you need is rope, a pot, soil, seeds, and of course, water.
Great, let's get started.
Alright, to start making your hanging planter, you're going to get 8 pieces of string that just are estimated for length. Then you're going to tie a knot at the top of them. You're going to split them into twos and tape them down. Then you're going to tie knots about right where the bottom of your pot ends. Next, you're going to split your two pairs and then just tape them down and tie a knot. You're going to keep doing that all the way around your pot for your first row. Then you're going to do the same for your second row. Split the pairs and tape it down and tie a knot. Next, you're going to take all your strands and just tie them together at the top. Take all your tape off that you placed down on your pot. And then you are done. Now it's time to put it all together. Get your soil and put it into your pot and pat it down so that it is all level. Then get your seeds. poke holes into your soil, put your seeds in, and cover them back up. Then make sure to water it. Then you are done.
Did you know that your teeth are as unique as your fingerprints?
Oh, cool. Speaking of unique, no one is you, and that is your superpower.
What an inspiring quote. Always remember that you are unique.
Okay, Tiger Soup is finished. Thank goodness.
Now we just have one more segment.
Voice. Which is a correctly named segment because we just hear their voices.
When was the last time they showed their faces? Episode 2?
Are they ashamed of something?
What would happen if we recorded behind a microphone, did not write our script, and did not show our faces?
That's right. They literally ask random questions to random people. Such a hard job.
Such a hard job.
How fast can a
3 miles per hour.
What country eats the most?
Indonesia.
How much pork is eaten internationally?
30 tons.
So we are officially done burning segments. I hope that thawed Spencer from those negative temperatures.
Well, actually, Addison, we're not quite done.
What do you mean?
I have a little speech prepared for us.
Okay.
Valentine's Day is pretty awesome.
The lunch menu can make a funny joke. Sometimes.
Hockey is a better sport than basketball.
TigerTV should really look into letting a girl be the host of sports and a boy for fine arts.
SMS Spotlight makes every moment better.
Tiger Soup is just like Netflix, but the good attributes.
Please show your faces, Tiger Voice.
Also, girls can totally be the main hosts.
I just wanted to end on a kinder note.
I mean, that was more of a list instead of a speech.
Thanks for watching episode 9 of Tiger TV. See you next week. To be continued, Tigers.
Tiger